In this video, I'm going to show you how to double your watch time on YouTube. In this video, I'm going to show you how to double your watch time on YouTube. In this video, I bet you would love audience retention figures like this, wouldn't you? And at the same time, you're probably thinking these numbers are fake and it's impossible to do. But it isn't. Not when you're Jake Fellman, the 3D animator creator who's gained over 4 million subscribers and over 3 billion views in 6 months making YouTube shorts. Yeah, that's right folks. These numbers are Jake Fellman's average audience retention on his videos. Or at least that's what they used to be. Because if he got numbers like this today, he would be disgusted with himself. That's because these days the average view duration on his videos doesn't just hover around 100%. They always exceed that and often come close to 200%. Let me just summarize this. In the last month, every time a viewer watches one of Jake Fellman's videos, they pretty much watch it twice. 187.1% average view duration, not on a single video, but on an entire channel. I've said it before, and I'm gonna say it again, Jake Fellman is the YouTube algorithm killer. By the way, hey everyone, I'm Rob, welcome back to vidIQ, educating you on your YouTube journey. And today's lesson is all about average view duration. We all know generally how important it is. If you as a viewer watch content for longer, it allows YouTube to serve that viewer more ads, so videos that get more watch time or indeed higher audience retention, YouTube is going to reward by suggesting it to more viewers. I'm going to speak generally here for all creators. If you're getting audience retention of 50% or above on your long form content, you're going in the right direction. But today we're talking about YouTube Shorts. You're not watching for as long. Videos can be 60 to 15 seconds, sometimes even less. So you expect the audience view duration to be higher, 60, 70, 80, even 90%, as Jake Fellman has regularly achieved on his channel. But recently, he made a big switch in his content, along with a lot of nuance changes that has fundamentally shifted his audience view duration to these phenomenal numbers. And this, in his own words, is exactly how he did it.
The only metric that I really keep an eye on a daily basis is the 48-hour total views, right? When it clicked in my head, like, oh, I need to start making loops, was when the arrowhead one went, the number 24% went from like 1 million to 20 million within the course of a couple of days, which just never happens with any videos. With the arrowhead one, it did 15 million views within 48 hours, which typically my top performing video in the 48-hour shift for a good week is like it tops out around 3 or 4 million. Now I start seeing them gain traction faster, and now that list is filled with videos that are 5 million, 6 million, like pretty frequently.
So now the intro to this video makes sense, right? So now the intro to this video makes sense, right? So now the intro to this video. That's right folks, we're talking about the perfectly executed loop, and here's how it works. Take one of Jake Fellman's older but still incredibly successful Among Us animations. Each one tells an albeit super short story. It has a beginning, a middle and an end, and it was clear to the viewer when that video looped back around to the beginning. But what if a video has no discernible beginning, middle, or end? What if it's endless, hypnotic, satisfying? I mean, you don't know the short has ended because YouTube has built in a loop around function. So this will go on forever and ever. And whenever the video loops, the watch time jumps beyond 100%. It's my guess that either the viewer swipes off very quickly because they're simply not interested in the video at all, or the viewer watches a loop 3 or 4 times and says to themselves, yeah, that's cool, before they even realize they're watching a loop. I mean, I've just done it right here, 300% watch time. Jake, you're welcome. I'm sure you've come across these videos on YouTube before where someone loops something for hours on end. Well, Jake's re-engineered this for YouTube Shorts, and the chances are... Oh, hang on, this is going to hit the corner. Go on, oh yeah, no! Let's remind ourselves of those audience retention numbers again. These are all non-looping videos with an audience retention of just under 100%. And then these are mostly looping videos. The ones highlighted in red are non-looping videos, so you can see how they're actually dragging down the audience view average of still well over 180%. So there you have the data, folks, proven over hundreds of millions of views on Jake Fellman's channel. You can significantly increase your average view duration by intentionally designing your videos to loop on YouTube Shorts. It is an incredible hack, but that word, hack, does raise an interesting moral dilemma. Is it even ethical to do this? Are you allowed to intentionally loop your videos on YouTube? You're gonna like this answer. Not only can you loop videos, YouTube is actively encouraging Shorts creators to do just that. Every 2 weeks, YouTube publish a Shorts report, and in their latest post, they give you tips and tricks on how to create the perfect loop. We just happened to collaborate with the greatest Shorts creator to tell you how he's done it. And Jake's got a few more sagely bits and pieces of advice. First of all, looping videos need to be incredibly short, even for YouTube Shorts. Jake's content used to be around 15 to 25 seconds long, but when Jake creates a looping video, you'll rarely see one longer than 7 or 8 seconds. The longer the video is, the more that happens, the more difficult it becomes to replicate the scene without the viewer catching on that it's a loop.
Biggest difference between my loops now and before is that when I'm very cognizant of starting and stopping on a still frame. The camera and the characters are both moving during the loop, and both on TikTok and on YouTube, there is like a 1 frame or 2 frame delay before the replay. So that is like a dead giveaway that it's a loop. And now my loops, there's always like a still frame before they start and on the frame that they end. So that's like the perfection of the craft, right? And also my loops now don't have any music, which is another dead giveaway that it's a looping video, is if you can hear the same repetition. And so the fact that it's just like the Foley of like placing blocks down or digging blocks, people truly don't know if there's no indication that it's repeating.
Did you hear what Jake said during that explanation? Perfection of the craft. Here's a channel with millions of subscribers and billions of views, and they're still finding fault in their content and looking at ways to improve their craft. Always aim to improve 1% with every single video that you make, because you'll never hit 100% perfection, but you'll be many percentage points better off than any of your competition. In Jake's case, at least 180%. It's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.